Hi guys, welcome to our Training Football Vlogs, and today basically we are 19 hours away from one of the biggest games in basically English football. Obviously it's Liverpool versus Manchester United. So basically what we're going to do is basically analyse everything about Liverpool and Man United and what's happened in the past and what I think is going to happen tomorrow. Obviously I'll be doing a video like reactions. Obviously it'd be hopefully a good game and hopefully get a few goals, but we haven't actually had last few meetings at Anfield, so let's hope there is some goals, and so let's just get into it. And yeah, let's get into it. Yeah. So let's start with who's got the caps. So who's basically played the most games basically in this Liverpool versus Manchester United. So obviously at number one it's Ryan Giggs. Obviously I'm not sure how many times he's played, but I do know that he's played the most. And in at number two, obviously Gerrard has played the second amount of games. Then it goes Carragher and then Gary Neville. So yes, they're the people who played the most games out of every other player in basically that's in the Premier League, by the way. So yeah, obviously I think Giggs has played about 38. Might be wrong, but I don't know the others. I think it's about 38, Ryan Giggs. So yeah, that's how many people have played. So yeah, So now it's who scored the most goals, and it might be quite a strange one because this is for the whole thing. So obviously for Man United, Rooney scored the most for Man United. Gerrard scored the most for Liverpool, but I do know Gerrard has scored the most goals out of anyone in this rivalry, and obviously, so you won't think Gerrard, a midfielder, would score like the most goals. I know he's played a lot of games, obviously, but you just wouldn't. Obviously, he was a great player and all that. He scored goals now and again, but you wouldn't think someone like Gerrard would score more than Rooney, let's say, because obviously Rooney's more attacking than Gerrard, I think. So, in a way, I'm quite surprised when I looked earlier that Gerrard had scored the most goals. But to be fair, I did know, I knew Gerrard scored a lot against them, to be fair. But I kind of thought Rooney would have scored a lot more. So yeah, let's just. So obviously that's Gerrard's top scorer in the fixture. The youngest to score in Liverpool vs Man United is Michael Owen, aged 19. Obviously that's very young to play in a massive game in a Liverpool Man United. Obviously it's a very physical game. Obviously we're going to come to like the yellow, red cards and the total of all the cards in a minute. But obviously a physical game for a 19-year-old like obviously Michael Owen is obviously massive, really. Obviously it would have been hard for him. Obviously very young, not very experienced either. Obviously his first appearance. So it's obviously hard when you're younger, but when you've got like experience like Gerrard, when playing against Man United, he had the experience to go out there and do what play like a game like it was like Bristol. So to be fair, Michael Owen was 19 years old when he played. He's the youngest player to play in that game in Liverpool versus Manchester United. The most yellow cards went to obviously a Liverpool player. He is a defender, and it's gone to Jamie Carragher. Obviously, he was a physical defender. He was very, very strong, very powerful. He just didn't let many people turn him. Like, he just didn't really like it. Really, I thought, quite grumpy and got really angry, and that's why I think he got so many yellows and sometimes a lot of reds. So obviously he scores a lot of own goals as well. Does um, Jamie Carragher, obviously, 'cause he wants to win every ball, and by mistake he wins the ball well, but it's going in the wrong net. So yeah, obviously he didn't score in the right net though. He scored plenty of times in his own net, not just in this fixture, in every other fixture. But he's just a player who tried his best every single game. Didn't matter who it was against. It could have been against National League, York City. He would have tried as hard as he could. So he was a player who always put 100% in to his football. Was Jamie. Jamie Carragher, sorry, yeah. So yeah, and obviously yellow cards. Let's move on to the red cards. Obviously, the most red cards went to a Man United player, and it was another defender, Vidic. Don't know much about him, but I have heard he got red carded twice in one season against Liverpool. One at Anfield and one at Old Trafford. What? How can you get sent off in both those games? And I think Liverpool won the game at Anfield. I think it was a 2-0 win to Liverpool. And I think it's when Liverpool went to Old Trafford and hammered United 4-1 when Vidic got sent off. And I think he got sent off more than twice. I think he got sent off about 4 or 5 times in this game. So, in this game, in the games against Liverpool United, he got about 4 or 5 red cards, I think. So he got the most red cards in this fixture out of anybody as Vidic, and it was quite a rough one. I wouldn't say he was a great defender, to be fair, because I don't think he was. I think there was a bit of a Lovren, I think, this day and age. I think he was overrated, I think, but I think he's a bit like a Lovren. He's got a mistake in him. So yeah, that's the red cards and the yellow cards done. So now, the most yellow cards in this fixture. So this isn't just one person, this is like millions of them. Obviously there's a lot of yellow cards, like every single fixture probably has at least 50 yellow cards, depending on how many times they're played. Obviously this game is, like I said, a very rough game, obviously a lot of fights in this fixture. So yeah, so obviously there's been 179 yellow cards in this fixture, and that is a lot of yellow cards. Nearly 200 yellow cards in this nearly 100 over 100 years rivalry. There's been 179 cards. Well, you might think, what's not a lot in 100 years? But I think it kind of is, because to get, obviously, yellow card, to be fair, every single game you have a yellow card, but you might only have one. Obviously, you normally get quite a lot of yellow cards in a rivalry like Liverpool Man United. You've always had loads of yellow cards in one game. Obviously, there's always fights, there's always bad fouls. Obviously, everyone wants to win the ball, take the man out by mistake and get a yellow card. Like, if both teams want it, they both want to win the game, they both want to get the ball, smash it into their own net, smash it into the net, obviously win the game. Liverpool Man United, they both, it's terrible. When you play Man United, all you want to do is you're thinking about, we just want to beat Man United. But if you lose to United, it's the worst feeling ever. If you beat United, it's one of the best. So it's a draw. You're like, alright, fair enough, take a draw. But at the moment, the position Liverpool are in, you can't take a draw at this stage. Obviously, City winning again today. You just can't take a draw at the moment. We've got to win, basically. What we struggle to do against United, and obviously that's why people get yellow card all the time, because Obviously, it's been 0-0 the last few seasons at Anfield. Liverpool, it's mostly Liverpool who get booked, I think, really, because the crowd get behind them. They just want the ball, and when United don't run the ball, like they're normally part of the bus. That's been when they put everybody behind the ball. And basically that's how all the other cards come. Obviously, United give away silly free kicks, don't they, for the team. It's the same with Liverpool. When Man United, let's say, counter on us, you see Liverpool midfielders, defenders take one for the team and take them out, get yellow cards, or maybe even a red sometimes. So yeah, you see silly mistakes, like obviously the ref obviously sometimes gives yellow cards, red cards. Like, what's a bad decision sometimes? Sometimes they might give him a red, it wasn't even a yellow. So, it's obviously, yeah. So red cards, there's been 16 red cards in this fixture. What isn't a lot, but for red cards it is. 100 years, not a lot, but believe me, you don't get many red cards. Now and again, you get about 1 red card a game. You might get 2 if you're lucky, you might even get 3, but I've never known any more than 3, let's just say that. So yeah. In total cards, that means yellows and reds. There's 195 cards altogether. What you might think, again, that doesn't seem that many, nearly 200, but after 100 legacy of this fixture, 195 cards, you'd expect a bit more for a vicious game, Liverpool Man United. You'd expect a bit more, but to be fair, it's a weird one. You'd think there'd be a bit more than 200. You would think, but obviously that's how many there is. So let's move on. So now this is my opinion. Now it's the best team of the what has been in the Man United Liverpool game. So obviously I've gone with David De Gea in goal for Man United, who's still at the moment a Man United player. Was on about going, did sign a new contract the other week though. Centre backs Van Dijk and Jamie Carragher. I had to go with those. Obviously Van Dijk's got to go in there. Obviously probably the best defender in the world at the moment. At right back I've gone Gary Neville. Yeah, I was kind of regretting putting him. I hate him. But I just had to put him in there. I can't really think of any more. And Phil Neville, flipping 2 Nevilles in the flipping back 4. Yeah, I couldn't think of anyone else either, so I just put him in it because I don't really know much of. And then another Man United player is a deep role in the midfield is Paul Scholes. You've got to kind of put him in really. He's a bit of a legend in this fixture. Obviously a legend for Man United as well. Paul Scholes, obviously a lot of assists, a lot of goals, a lot of games. He's got the most games in this fixture, played the most. Then Ryan Giggs in that central midfield. Obviously he had to go in there, another legend for United. And a legend for Liverpool now, Steven Gerrard, probably the best ever player to play for Liverpool, obviously Steven Gerrard. Then, this was really hard, I had to miss out loads of players go up front, but I had to go with Rooney on the right, just the goals he scores and what he's done in this fixture, he's done quite well. Up front, left wing is Fowler. Didn't really see much of him in this rivalry, but obviously I think I've heard a lot of good things he did in this rivalry, so I had to kind of put him in. And then up front I had to put Torres. Obviously was one of the best strikers in the world when he was in Liverpool. When he left Chelsea he kind of dipped a bit, so I had to kind of put him in. On the bench I had to go Schmeichel, Murphy, Fernand, Keane, Owen and Luis Suarez. Obviously I was thinking about putting Luis Suarez in there. I just thought, no. I could have put Owen in there. I could have put loads of ones on the bench into the first 11. So yeah. So that's my best 11 legends in the fixture of Liverpool versus Man United. Right now, basically this is the stats I think so far. and Liverpool v Man United, the best players, I think. And to be fair, I've gone 9 Liverpool players to 11, so that means I've got 2 United players in this. I know I'm a Liverpool fan, yeah, I know, but I just think Liverpool have got so much better players than United. Right then, let's see how this goes then, shall we? Can you see that, guys? Hopefully. So as you can see, I put Alisson in there. De Gea, I think he's had a better season so far, and that is why I put him in there. And obviously at centre back, you see Van Dijk and Lovren, put them in there. Left back, right back, I've gone Luke Shaw. I know he's a left back, but I just didn't know who to put a right back, so I put Luke Shaw out of position. I put Robertson at left back. Midfield, I put Keita and Milner, both Liverpool, and Pogba, the Man United, in the midfield. And up front, it's the normal front three, one of the most dangerous up front, up like the front lines, probably ever to exist. Salah, Firmino, and Mane. Brilliant front three there. So obviously, guys, that's just about it for me. And now, obviously, yeah, that's my squad. And so yeah. So now, guys, before I finish this video, I thank you for all watching. And obviously, this game is absolutely massive. It's a big game at Anfield. Obviously, it's going to be a packed Anfield stadium. It's going to be a brilliant match. I think we're going to finally get goals. There's obviously been 0-0 the last few times. Obviously, the last time we scored was, I think the last time we scored, who won? It was, I think, Daniel Sturridge, when we got beat 2-1 at Anfield, was the last time we scored. And I think that was about 3-4 seasons ago. So we haven't scored at Anfield for at least 3 games. So against United, so we need to score really. I think we will. I think it's either going to be a 0-0 or 1-0 or 2-0 Liverpool. I know I've just done 3 predictions there for that game, but will United park the bus? If United park the bus, it's going to finish 0-0. If they don't, I think we're going to go 2-0 Liverpool. Just think United won't be able to cope with us if they don't. I think they probably will park the bus, but can Man United afford to go and park the bus? Obviously, because they need the points. They could go about 16 points adrift. I don't know if that's right. I think I've just read it somewhere, if it's true or not. They could go 16 points, like, behind the top 4. So, like, someone like Tottenham and Chelsea. So, it's a big game for United tomorrow. It's a big game for Liverpool. Liverpool need to win to keep track with City. Obviously, we're top by 1 point this morning. Obviously, when Man City beat Everton 3-1. Obviously, I did the reactions of that. So, that'll be coming up pretty soon. Obviously, so City are top by 2 points now. So, if Liverpool need to win to go back to the top, and it'd be a 1 point gap again. So, yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for watching Liverpool vs Man United, analysing. I don't know how long we are now. It must be about 18 hours maybe, depending what time it is. So yeah, we're getting ever closer, but a long time to go yet. Can't wait for the game. Got a football game in the morning for my team. So yeah, looking forward to that if it's on anyway. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye. Peace.